Cowboys are finished, you understand me? I see a red sash, I kill the man wearing it. Red! You tell him I'm coming! And hell's coming with me, you hear? Hell's coming with me!
Ooh, things are about to get spicy for the mainstream media, including perhaps even the sitting president of the United States, Joe Biden, as Kyle's revenge tour has officially begun. I am absolutely excited. I am on the edge of my seat to see the massive lawsuits that will be pending in Kyle's favor. We did see a suit filed yesterday, but it actually wasn't against Kyle. It was against the city of Kenosha. If you've been following everything here, you know that the mainstream media has been incessantly lying about this kid. From Hollywood celebrities to billion-dollar multinational news corporations, he has a long list of scores to settle, and I'm absolutely here for it. And I'm super happy to have a sponsor for this video, given the topic is and the way it is, and you know how YouTube likes to bury them. Check it out. Huge shout out to this video sponsor, Poker Face. Poker Face is simply a mobile game that lets you group chat face-to-face while you're playing Texas Hold'em poker. I initially heard about the game during lockdown. I love poker, but one of the reasons I don't like to play online is I can't see my opponents. The idea of a face cam was extraordinarily interesting. It gave many people the chance to interact with friends and others from the comfort of their home, and that was what I was all about. Even though the main theme is poker, many people come on to play to socially interact and meet people from all over with a common interest. It's sort of like a social network in the beginning stages. Even though the game is relatively new, it already has more than 6 million downloads. That means no waiting times to start the games. Since it's poker, users of the game must be 18 plus to access, and the game does not offer gambling or an opportunity to win real money or prizes. And of course, practice or success in this video game does not imply future success at gambling. If you download the app, I'll make sure I add to my comment section or tweet out some times that we can all play at a private table together. Support my channel and download Poker Face for free only from my link in the description box or the QR code displayed on the screen right now, and get a special bonus of up to 3 million in chips. My absolute favorite part about this game is it makes poker feel real, since I can see who else I'm playing with, and I get to meet a few of you all together. Make sure you use my link in the description. Get the game today. Thanksgiving's coming up, and you're gonna have some time to deal with, and also, you know, as friends and family go back home, you can use it to stay connected. Now, last night, Kyle went on Tucker Carlson and unleashed a flurry of interesting sound bites. This, according to the New York Post. Kyle accuses Biden of malice and defamation. The defamation is, of course, the key word in there. It's difficult to prove in court, but I would argue that the sitting or the presidential candidate, now vice president or now president, calling him these horrible things definitely set him up to fail in defending himself. Also, it would be curious if they could make the case that making these claims as, you know, a huge politician, you know, caused the trial to be brought in the first place. Kyle slammed President Biden for defaming his character when the president tweeted out a video of him suggesting he was a terrible thing. It's actual malice, defaming my character for him to say something like that, Kyle told Fox News' Tucker Carlson in an hour-long interview that aired Monday night. Kyle, who was acquitted of all charges last Friday in a highly publicized trial, was responding to a question from Tucker about how he felt over the president's comments. Biden, who, when he was a presidential candidate in September 2020, had tweeted out that there's no other way to put it. The president of the United States refused to disavow the Supremes on debate stage last night, referring to President Donald Trump. The post, which includes a 50-second clip, refers to a question from Fox News host Chris Wallace asked Trump during a presidential debate. Of course, Mr. President, we know how that happened. That's the tear of a man who just lost $10 million, we can see there. A jury, of course, cleared him. And we see here, He's hinting at suing the media. The reason, why do people keep linking this guy? The reason so many people believe so many things, this is via Brodigan over at Louder with Crowder, that aren't true about Kyle is because so many things weren't true, kept being reported. People who paid attention knew it was a clear case of self-defense. People who got their news from CNN and MSNBC and other leftist blue checkmark douche lords thought the worst. Even while the trial was going on, the media continued to lie. Defamation cases are hard to prove, but Kyle is going for it anyway. And you see this clip here.
Some of these liars to account. Do you plan to do that?
I have really good lawyers who are taking care of that right now.
He's got like a half a smile there.
So I'm hoping one day there will be accountability for their actions that they did.
Okay, so you're intent on you're not going to let that go.
Like I said, really good lawyers
Well coached.
are handling that.
Yeah.
He looks off camera. He got it. Like Tucker gets it too. He's like, the interesting thing here is that there are two groups of invalid truths. You had a year's worth of misinformation spread by liberals in the media, but I repeat myself, prior to the trial. Then you had the stuff spewed during the trial, ignoring all the facts of the trial. CNN lied 4 times in 14 seconds. Kyle's last attorney is on record blasting MSNBC, Joy Reid as well. Joy Reid. For Kyle, it's a target-rich environment. There are many people to go after for defaming him, cough, Joe Biden. I'll let his really good lawyers decide which ones to go after. My advice to everyone is sit back, start popping the popcorn now. Things are going to get entertaining. Well, I think they're going to get more entertaining, more than just entertaining. They're going to get biblical. We don't know exactly how much money Nicholas Sandmann got via his numerous settlements, but I'm going to assume it wasn't nothing. I'm going to assume that it was significant money. Nicholas Sandmann was, of course, the Covington Catholic kid who did nothing wrong, but the media painted him as everything they could, vile, and this is just a perfect example. CNN's Bakari Sellers lies about Kyle 4 times in 14 seconds. It's impressive, really. CNN was also the network that aired the prosecution side of the trial, but cut away for the defenses. Curious. This is during the deliberation. You could see this. Bakari Sellers is spreading lies. 1, his mama didn't drive him. 2, he was not the only one to fire. 3, he did not fire the first. And 4, protesters, in fact, fired more than Kyle. 4 lies, 14 seconds. The Daily Caller reports that Sellers, who works for CNN, appears to have gotten his news from D.L. Hughley, a comedian and meme Hughley shared on his Instagram account. The lie that Kyle's mama drove him has been traced back to that meme wherever Sellers or anyone else in the media is referring to that, quote, fact. They are referring to the comedian's meme. Remember, his mom was asleep in the morning. He went up there by himself. Everything else has been disproven during the trial, a trial that Bakari Sellers, who works for CNN, has not been paying attention to. He also has been paying attention to CNN. CNN, the network Sellers works for, hosted Gage to explain what he meant when he said that he pointed at Kyle first. It's been over a year. The evidence has been in sworn testimony, yet CNN is still lying about Kyle. Well, I'm not surprised. And you see here in this article here from Yahoo Entertainment, Kyle Rittenhouse message for President Biden: understand the facts before you make a statement. I mean, he's just a kid, but he's schooling the sitting president on ethics. He appeared on Tucker Carlson tonight for his first televised interview since being acquitted of all charges. He said, quote, "This wasn't a political case. It shouldn't have been a political case. It was made a political case. This had nothing to do with race, and the ways people are twisting this, it's sickening." Tucker Carlson asked him, "What did you make of when the president called you the supreme?" "Mr. President, if I were to say one thing to you, I would urge you to go back and watch a trial and understand the facts before you make a statement." Tucker followed up with a question. "That's not a small thing to be called that." Kyle replied, No, it's actual malice, defaming my character for him to say something like that. Yeah, I would argue that. I mean, I would agree 100%. I mean, this kid should sue everyone into oblivion and make sure. And you can already see, you see Razorfist putting this out. Please, please, I don't sue. CNN corrects false claims that Kyle crossed state lines. Finally, after a year. So the media is totally scrambling now in one of the most obvious CYA moves ever. You could see, CBS, they're legitimately afraid of being sued. There's just no way around it. And I'm here for it. I think they should be sued either way. CBS, the people that filmed the jury bus, you can see CBS has corrected a false claim on Sunday's Face the Nation. Mark Strassman falsely, on Sunday, by the way, that he drove across Illinois armed for battle. This falsehood was one of many spread by news outlets, influencers in the wake of Kyle's trial. The network had not responded for requests to comment, and Strassman could not be reached. Viewers are made aware of the misinformation, but CBS has added an editor's note to the transcript of the morning show. So whenever these people are caught lying, they never actually take the same effort to spread the lie or to correct the lie. They just update it a little bit. They're not interested in ever telling you the truth, and I hope Kyle sues them all into oblivion. I hope you enjoyed this video. We'll talk to you again real soon.